I feel like I'm on this never-ending battle with electronics. My fan is going on my laptop. My mic is saying it is not connected anymore, and I look and somehow it's been unmuted. I actually had my laptop cord catch fire while it was plugged in last year, but it's still going strong, but it gets so heated. Cardi B, the appeals court has come down and said, hey, girl, we're going to let you keep that money. We're going to let you keep this win. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Ms Legalista here, aka Attorney Sheila. Let's backtrack here for a moment because we know it has been a while since we have talked about Cardi B and Tasha K. This was not a case that I followed at the time, at least not online, not here with people. I should have been doing that because I like talking about defamation cases, but I just want to backtrack here for a while. As you know, Tasha K is a blogger, YouTuber. She does interviews with people. She provides commentary on all sorts of, I don't know, political issues, cultural issues, social justice. I don't know. I guess she does it all. I haven't really watched a whole lot of her content, but she had quite a lot to say about Cardi B, and most of it was negative, and the court found that most of it was not true. So, of course, as you know, when Cardi B sued Tasha K lost. Yeah. Okay, let's just go back here so we can get the facts here. Let's see. There was a trial last January. Jurors sided decisively with Cardi B. I'm pulling in some data here, some info, some facts from billboardpro.com. Billboard.com. Cardi B had sued Tasha K for defamation, invasion of privacy, intentional infliction of emotional distress. They awarded her 2.5 million in damages and another 1.3 to cover her legal fees. And then the judge also forced Tasha K, told her, hey, you got to take that content down. Those videos, you need to take them off the internet. But hey, Tasha K followed the legal process and she submitted an appeal last summer of 2022. We are actually going to take a look at what the court has now said about this appeal. This literally just came out a few minutes ago, or let's put it this way, I just found out about it a little while ago, and it is one of those things I want to talk about. I wish I had covered the case at the time. Let me know if you feel like this is something you want me to go back and cover, or it's like, no, girl, that is done. We don't need you to go back in time. We need to move forward so we can learn some new things. But hey, it's something to keep in mind. All right, let me see if I can pull this up. Ta-da! Now we have it. Let's take a look at it. It is not that long. Let's scroll down through this. In the United States Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit, Cardi B, Tasha K, Star Marie Ebony Jones as a defendant, also KB Studios, LLC. All right, here we go. Yeah, so here are the two issues that the court is looking at. One is whether the jury had sufficient evidence to hold appellants Latasha Kibi, and I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce her name or not, my apologies, and others liable for defamation and other privacy torts against Epile Bacalis Almazar, better known as Cardi B. The other is whether the district court erred by excluding evidence. We hold that Kibi hasn't preserved either issue for appeal. A party is not entitled to pursue a new trial on appeal unless that party makes an appropriate post-verdict motion in the district court. It says a party can make that kind of post-verdict motion under either Rule 50B or 59 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. It says here what they have to do. 50B sets forth the procedural requirements for sufficiency. Rule 59 allows district judges to order new trials for any reason for which a new trial has heretofore been granted in action at law in federal court. All right. So it says defendant Latasha K asks for a new trial, saying that there was insufficient evidence for the jury verdict against her. But as she all but admits, she didn't make either the required post verdict motions in the district court. As a result, we have no authority to consider her insufficiency of the evidence argument on appeal. Kibi's response is unavailing. She seems to assert that she can seek a new trial on appeal, not because she did so below, but rather because she didn't. She seeks to distinguish her case from Unitherm, another case, on the ground that, unlike the losing party there, she didn't even make a pre-verdict insufficiency of the evidence motion, let alone a post-verdict one. So she didn't do what she was supposed to do in order to be able to preserve her right to appeal her loss. And she's saying that since she didn't do it, then that means she should be able to appeal it. You guys see how nonsensical that is, right? So while she apparently and correctly accepts that making one pre-verdict insufficiency of the evidence motion isn't enough to preserve the right to challenge the sufficiency of the evidence on appeal, she seems to think that one can preserve that right by making no insufficiency motions at all. That just doesn't even make any sense to me. That is incorrect. A party forfeits its right to seek a new trial on appeal if it never sought a new trial before the district court. The only way to seek a new trial before the district court is to do so in a post-verdict motion. A post-verdict motion won't do. I'm sorry, a pre-verdict motion won't do. So Kibi gains nothing by pointing out that she never made a pre-verdict insufficiency of the evidence motion. I know you guys are like, this is civil procedure, Sheila, it's killing us. All that matters is that she never sought a new trial before the district court through a post-verdict motion after the verdict was in. Okay, so therefore the court is saying she has forfeited her right to do so on appeal. Her right to be able to say that the evidence that was presented during the trial was insufficient. That is what the court is saying here. That's the first issue that Tasha K was trying to present. The second thing that she was trying to present is being discussed here under B. It says Kibi also failed to preserve her evidentiary arguments. A party cannot argue an issue in its reply brief that was not preserved in its initial brief. So yeah, there were just things that just were not done. I'm not sure why they weren't done, but the court is basically saying you didn't do these things. And it says Kibi didn't adequately brief her challenges to the district court's evidentiary rulings. Specifically, she never tells us where in the 5,500-page record the district court's alleged errors can be found. So like, where are these errors that you're saying you have a basis for an appeal for? You don't even point them out. And I haven't gone back to look at her actual appeal. Maybe I should look at that. But yeah, they're saying she didn't even put that in the appeal. So they don't even know where to look. And it says that lapse violates the rule that appellants must identify the parts of the record on which they rely, because Kibi's brief falls well short of what we require. She has abandoned this argument, and the previous trial outcome is affirmed. There is nothing here for them to take away. They're just like, no, you didn't do what you needed to do. This was appeal out of the Northern District of Georgia. So you didn't do what you needed to do back in Georgia, back in the district court. And so, no, this $4 million that is still out here against you, that you are responsible for paying to Cardi B, it's still yours to pay. So I hope that brings you up to speed. This is quick and dirty. There's not a whole lot more to say here other than the fact that, yes, you lost the appeal. Yes, you still owe her $4 million. You guys go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if you are a little bit more informed about this appeals process, this whole civil procedure, at least these two pieces of it. Now that you know, hey, Cardi B, it's been upheld and you are good to go. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Mwah. Peace.